In this episode of GA Access.
Tell us about your first experience with GoodAccountantscom.
When I was first contacted by GoodAccountantscom, here I am, this little CPA firm in downtown Rochester, Michigan. I'm not a KPMG. I don't know why you'd be calling me to want me. Where are you going to refer business to me? I'm really nobody here, you know what I'm saying? And I've got you asking me to make an investment in a marketing program that I didn't even know if it'd even work. I mean, you're going to send me clients. Why would you send me clients? You're in New York, I'm in Michigan. Somebody calls me on the telephone and says, we're going to give you clients. Send me $5,000. Does that sound right to you? Doesn't happen in Michigan every day, okay? At least not in my office. I had never heard of you guys. Didn't know anything about you. You can go on the web. Everybody's got a website. But I had no clue who you were, and you just could have been another person looking to steal $5,000 as far as I was concerned. Here I am, this little CPA firm in downtown Rochester, Michigan. It's just me and my daughter here, so it's not like we're KPMG or anybody like that. I'm really nobody here, you know what I'm saying? And I've got you asking me to make an investment in a marketing program that I didn't even know if it'd even work. I mean, you're going to send me clients. Why would you send me clients? You're in New York. You don't know the market here in Detroit, okay? So I was really, really quite hesitant to do this. The first thing I did was go to your website. And I saw there was 3 or 4 guys who did the very same thing that we're sitting here doing right now, okay? And one of them was named Ray Nowicki. Is that his name? And he was out of somewhere in Buffalo, New York. So in the film, or in the video you had, it showed his sign outside his office that whatever the name of his firm was. Well, information is a good thing. And I called information. I got his phone number. And I called him and I talked to him. I talked to him about 15 or 20 minutes. He told me it did work. But he also said it's my decision, which it absolutely is. But he told me it did work. And it worked for him. And again, we had about a 15, 20-minute conversation. And at that point in time, I had a little bit better comfort level, okay? I think I called, or Johanna called again, or Patty, I forget which. And they convinced me to do it. So that's the story. That's how it happened.
What happened when you didn't engage the first client? How did you feel?
I wanted my money back. I guess I was kind of anxious myself because here I've made an investment that I want that investment back now, okay? That's the way I am. I want the investment back now. Doesn't work that way, but that's what I want, okay? And so I wanted to know right away, was I going to get that client? And I think I called you and I called Joanna 2 or 3 times. You had that one client. What's going to happen down the road? Is there going to be other clients? You don't know the Detroit market. You're from the region of New York. And so I've always looked at things, why would anybody look for an accountant on the internet? Okay? That's just my philosophy. I don't even have a website because my philosophy is, why would anybody look for an accountant on the internet? You're going to do it through referrals. You're going to do it through somebody you know. That's how I've been doing this a long time, and that's how most of it works, okay? So why would you, on the internet, refer me business? It just made no sense to me. And I became a little more than, what's the word I'm looking for? Impatient, okay?
What accountants need to understand is that marketing is a process, and you need to have faith in the process. And these companies are not solicited in any way, shape, or form. They proactively come through to us from the major search engines, and they're not solicited. Sometimes accountants, they feel their whole relationship is banked on one client. That's not the way we work here. When we approach a new accountant, it's always on a specific client. It's not regarding a hypothetical or something that might possibly come in down the road. It's right here, right now, and there's an immediate need. if an accountant, say, doesn't get that first client, sometimes, they freak out. Their relationship with us is based on a long-term commitment here, not just on that one client. And you have to allow the process to work.
I relaxed at that point in time, okay? Okay, we'll see what they do. Sure enough, I've been pleasantly surprised. So, within a few weeks, somebody from GoodAccountantscom had called and wanted me to interview for a plating company down in Detroit, I believe it was. And I declined that because I knew the area and just didn't want to go down there. Then the next thing, I get another call a few days later, I think it was, for a laundry company down in Livonia, and I really didn't want to drive down to Livonia. It's quite a ways from here. And then I get a call here back in, I believe it was late November, early December, for another client, and I shouldn't have said didn't want to drive to Livonia because this client was in Canton, which is even further. But for some reason, I just thought, okay, I'll try that, and I went down and I interviewed with them. Nice lady, and when you first called, you always give the information about the client, and somebody, whoever it was that called me, asked me, do you want to know who the previous CPA was? I said, sure. And they said it was. Why would I go and interview with a client who is using right now, and they're going to switch from large firm to little old me, Estes and Associates? And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, and I even said to her, why would anybody who is using a Big Four firm, particularly, I didn't know what the engagement was at the time, okay? Why would they switch from this large international CPA firm to little old me? And Patty assured me that they were looking for a small firm like me because they didn't feel that they had the service from the Big Four firm. So I went down and I met with the lady. Turns out it was just a tax engagement for their corporate return, and they have 5 or 6 state returns, which is a pretty good size engagement for what they do. I know that the large accounting firm, I believe they came in with a original quote for the last several years of $17,000 a year to do their tax returns, and it turns out that the billing actually comes out at $28,000 a year. And so, there we go. I'm getting now a return on my investment, which is a good thing. So.
At GoodAccountantscom, we work very, very hard, and we're committed. We're committed to our member accountants for long-term relationships. We're not looking for a one-hit wonder. We're looking for many, many years worth of relationships here.
What would you say, what would your advice be for an accountant who didn't engage their first client with GoodAccountants.com?
For any CPAs who get the phone call from Good Accountants and they're as hesitant as I was, the only thing I can say is be patient. It does work. I'm probably the most pessimistic person I know, because I was extremely pessimistic with regards to this. I think you know that now. And I've even told my building partner here that it was a pretty good investment.
In order to receive the next episode of GA Access, you must become a subscriber. It's absolutely free. Simply click the yellow button on the right-hand side of this page marked Subscribe to GA Access TV and submit your name and email address. It's the only way we can send you the next upcoming episode of GA Access. Keep yourself informed about quality clients who are looking for a good accountant.